everyone, Kathy back with Big Barn Blooms. Look at the bunny. We're making a bunny arrangement today. I'm so excited. I'm ready for spring, okay? I just want to jump right to Easter. I still have Valentine's to do, but I couldn't resist. I love this arrangement that we're about to build. It's one of my favorite designs to do with some surprise elements, so I can't wait to show it to you. So when you come on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me get this guy going. Man, things are getting stringy and dusty. In fact, let's run this over it. I was working on other glitter items today and made a mess. Such a mess. Thought I was ready. I went, ooh, I didn't get rid of all the crumbs. So anyway, here we go. So how are you guys today? Let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. So you guys, I'm ready, finally. Okay. So did anybody, first of all, say hi. Let me know you guys can hear me, that I'm on. Tell me where you're watching from. And did anyone go to Hobby Lobby today? 90% off. And our Hobby Lobby had a bunch of stuff. I mean, florals. In fact, the manager checked me out. My cart, yes, was piled high. High. I mean, 10 cents on a dollar, you guys. It was crazy. So I spent $360. And then the manager, when she was, I should have brought the receipt in here. When she was done ringing it up, she goes, you saved over $3,000. $3,000. And it was hard for me to spend $360 because I want to buy spring and what we're going into, spring and summer, right? But you can't pass it up. And there were a lot of good basics. I'll probably show those tomorrow because they're still in my car because I actually went twice. So I went once, then my bestie called me and she goes, what are you doing? I go, meet me for lunch. So she met me for lunch. She goes, you want to go back? I'm like, sure. So we went back and I spent another $100, $150 because it was just such good deals. And the more I looked, because in the morning it was so crazy that I'm like, okay, I need this, I need that, I know I can use this. And I'm thinking in terms of what I'm going to do next year on my mantles, classes, workshops, the whole thing. But the second time through, I took my time and really studied what was left. But I know a lot of you say that yours are wiped out, but we had a lot here in Reading, so. And I guess people were going crazy. So anyway, hi Pat, good to see you. Pat, did you get to Hobby Lobby today? They still have a lot of stuff, I'm telling you. But I didn't get there when they opened. I think I got there at 9:30. Frenchie, when you see this, thank you. Frenchie's the one that alerted to me because I hadn't even been looking. I was working on posting and doing some stuff, and I'm working on pricing out things for the classes, and I'm like, and then I got her message and I went, oh my gosh. And I was like, what? I go, we got to go to Hobby Lobby now. So he had stuff to do. So he goes, I'll drop you off and pick you back up. And then I wheel out all these carts. Oh my goodness. And it's still in the car. But anyway, we're going to make this little guy. I've already installed him in the bucket with foam. And I know you guys are going to ask, so I'll just tell you. So this foam is a little bit recessed from the lip. I have these two pieces up here that are a little higher. I always do that when there's handles because I like to come out of the handles, and sometimes it's hard to go down and out. Then you got to weave them through, so I like having a little piece up higher. So that's just my little tip and trick that I do, but he is ready to go. We're going to make him. And I'm not sure if we're going to put this Christmas ribbon. This is that chicken wire ribbon, but I thought, oh, it's kind of sweet for Easter, right? What do you guys think? So we might, but let me show you all the goodness we got on this table here. Kind of excited about it. And no, my Christmas is still not done being put away. I'm gonna post a screenshot or a picture of my dining area where I have my huge buffet or credenza, whatever you call it, because I took Mickey and everything down, the garlands off, and all that's left is piles of snow and glitter. It is so bad. It's so bad. I gotta go out there and clean that. So, Frenchie, you didn't go, Frenchie, after that? Oh my goodness. But thank you. Hi, Tammy. So anyway, yeah, I should not have gone. It's money I should not have spent, but now that I think back of all the goodies I got, I'm glad because I got a lot of what I call staples. It's like stocking your pantry with food. You have things you always can use, and that's what I tried to focus on. I did not focus on the fancy stuff. I focused on what do I need? What can I use? And it's nondescript, and so I'll show you guys. There's good stuff. Okay. So, this little guy, one of my favorite designs to do. I love putting bunnies in buckets. Don't ask me where I got this bucket, I had it. So, it was probably Hobby or Michael's or Home Goods or something, but it's a super cute galvanized little bucket with handles. So, but they're pretty common. You can find buckets pretty much anywhere. The bunny was Home Goods, but not this year, so don't get excited. I don't know if they're going to bring them back this year. I love the chocolate bunnies. I have a couple that are in my personal collection that I won't give up. This was the last one. I'm like, do I make it? And I went, okay, let's just make it up. So anyway, we are going to use a variety of spring. So I have these really bright ones, which I think will just pop with him. We might put a couple of these little pom-poms in. I like the lime color. And then this was one of those picks. Whoops, not that. We've got some little berries, although we might use some, I'm not sure. So I went through my scraps. I mean, not that scraps, but I had pulled this bush apart and then decided not to use it in another arrangement. So it's already cut apart, has a little pussy willow on it. But look at how the colors just go with this and this. We're going to be using all these little baby ranunculus. Like that. Are you seeing what we got going here? We've got some baby's breath. That's going to go in. And the element I want to show you that I'm excited about. So now that that's all going to fall. Some of you have seen this before. I used this a few years ago. Have you seen the tea tree? I think it's called tea tree. Gosh, I can't remember. I've used this for years and years. This has the little green specks on it. It looks like a mess. Or angel vine. I'm sorry, not tea tree. This is angel vine. Comes in a bag. Got this from a wholesaler. I'll see if I can find a source for you guys. I've never seen it in the craft stores. But I like to take this and wrap some in the basket or in the bucket before I start building. It is such a cool look. I'll show you what I mean. So let's get started. And it's very messy to work with. So if you end up, if I find some, if I can find a source, maybe I'll throw it in my Etsy. But if you can ever work with this stuff, it's very messy, but the effect is really cool. It's just really pretty, I think, in my opinion. Because it is a vine, so you've got to just break pieces of it off. See, I've already destroyed my table. Then what I do, you should wear gloves. It's very pokey, but I kind of like mesh it into like a little rope, twist it like this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put it in here, but we're going to have it drape out a little bit. It's going to look really, really cool. So yeah, it's a mess right now. Let me find, do I even have my little pins over here? Yes, I do. So we're going to use some of the little moss pins. These are great for projects like this, the little horseshoe pins. So what we're going to do is bring it over here on this side, and we're going to secure it with a few of these little pins, and it will hold it. It will hold it. I've done this for years, but it's such a cute way to fill one of these baskets and give it a little dimension, more than just flowers hanging out the front. But what I like to do is take it, I don't want to keep it tied around the bunny, I want to drape it out the bucket and then bring it back up in. So I'll show you. Let me get these going. It's just a very cool little look. And we may do, well, we are going to do more than one piece of this. We'll start with this piece, and then I'll break another piece off. So, and then you can pull it down a little bit. It's so cute. Now, when you get this, when I find it for you guys, because I know it's frustrating, I demonstrate something that you can't even just go and buy. But sometimes it's dried, right? It's not preserved. It's just dried. If it's too crispy or hard, you can throw it in a bucket of water and try to regenerate it, I guess you could say, a little bit. So you can try. So I just kind of mold it like this. It's just fun stuff to work with. I'll have this drape out a little bit this way. And we're just going to pin it around the basket, or the bucket. And right now it doesn't look like anything. You're like, ew. Yeah, I know. It's like when my friends come over and I'm working and they pull up a chair. I go, just pull up and visit with me. And they're like looking at my designs going, what are you doing? Because it always looks so weird when you start. Anybody with me on that? You know, it's like if they don't do design, they don't understand. It always starts out looking kind of funky and a little bit ugly, right? But in the end, it all comes together. So let's grab another little bunch. Oh, hit me in the face. And I'm going to have some coming out the back a little bit. It is a one-sided arrangement, but like I always say, I like the back to look as good as the front. Even though you're not going to be facing it out when you display this arrangement. Still going to look good. Okay, so we're just putting a few of these in. We're also going to add the silks to it, which is going to give a double duty of holding all this together. But this is pretty good, actually, right now. Kind of crazy, huh? So now, if you can't find the angel vine, or if I'm unable to find it, I'm going to see. I bought this in Sacramento at a wholesaler. But if you can't, you can always use grapevine. You know the grapevine garlands? You guys, unwind it a little bit. Use some small strands and drape it around your arrangement. It's a really cool look. Okay, so now, let's see. I think that looks pretty good. Might throw that way, adjust a little bit. So it's going to come out further on one side. You want it to look kind of wild. You don't want it perfectly, you know, draping and whatnot, in my opinion. But you guys do what floats your boat, you know. You got to make it your own. So, okay, let me get this bag and try to get this mess back in here. Clean it up a little bit. It is messy. I'll give it that. Okay, that's good for that. Let me get my dustpan. And let's try to clean up a little bit now that I have this stuff everywhere. I mean everywhere. You break it and then it just explodes. But it'll be worth it. Trust me, it will. And then you have all these crumbs. This is also very, very pretty, and I might end up doing that. I'm going to dust this back into the bag. In the bottom, and when you're doing Easter and spring, right? You always see all the different layers they put in cylinder glass vases. This stuff is beautiful in the bottom of a cylinder vase. So keep that in mind because I will probably do one of those. But for now, at least we've got it halfway cleaned up. Enough so we can finish this little guy. The rest is going on the floor for later. Yeah, okay. So, there it is, looking kind of ugly right now, but let's bring it together. Okay, so let's start with some of our greens. I'm going to start with our base green, which is going to be this guy. So we're going to layer from the bottom up. So there's going to be layers of the greens. This is going to be on the bottom, because if we put this on the top, it would cover all the goodness of the other items. So let's get that to stay. Let's cut this down a little bit because we don't need all this length, as usual. But this was Michael's a few years ago, because like I say, when I find something I like, I buy a lot. And for spring, it's sometimes hard to find accent greens in lime. And don't we all love using lime in the spring and at Easter? So this was a really good one. I really enjoyed this stem. In fact, I'm going to keep that. Let's see who's on. Hi, Pam. Oh, nice. Football. I like it. Hi, Tracy. Linda, so if you're talking about this stuff, it's Angel Vine, and this is a dyed one. It has the lime in it. You probably, I'll bring it up to the camera when we're done, but there are little lime specks on it. You can get it in just brown too, but it is called Angel Vine. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Sheila. Oh, Sheila, thanks. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. That's a great compliment. I love to teach. I'd love to teach. The bunny was Home Goods, but not this year. I'm hoping they come back. I love the chocolate bunnies. So cute. Hi, Martha. So anyway, Linda, Tracy, Pam, Linda, Anne, hi. They are Trav, Annie, but it's Anne, right? They are so hard to find. When I find them, I grab them. I have not found them in several years now. So I've been guarding this one. It's been in my storage, my floral storage, and I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing them out. I'm bringing them out. The pink love behind me, Linda, they're hard to find. Okay, so, and I'll tell you guys about this. I did buy these wholesale, but I've seen similar at Home Goods. You could try Home Goods. Also, the lock. Did you guys see the heart lock? It's back there. Well, I think I can get to it. This guy. I picked these guys up wholesale. Home Goods has them. So I guess some Home Goods has them. So this is coming up. I'm going to be designing on this. Yeah, can you believe it? It has a flat bottom on one side, so it's a leaner like this, but I'm going to build a little arrangement on it. It's going to be cute. So check your Home Goods. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. I have not, someone said they saw similar. I have not seen these because I bought them from a company online. So hopefully someone will find them. Let me set that back there. Okay. All right. Let's go with this. Move this out of the way. Probably need one more stem of this. I'm thinking 2 is probably going to do. Because we're not going to do this super, super heavy with all the elements. We're going to keep it light. We're not going to pack this one. So let's try that to start. All right. And all these are sitting over here. Everything's a mess. Okay. Oh. Making a mess. Okay. Let's get these guys going. We're going to pick some of these together. And these drape really nicely, which is why I liked this pick. We'll see. My Matrals has no spring in yet. I was going to go over there after Hobby Lobby and take a look and see and show you what they're getting in, but nothing yet. So we'll see. Okay. So let's start under the handle. See, the reason I put that little piece there, I would need a longer stem to get down into it. I can just go right here. Right like that. So if you ever do containers with handles, wedge yourself a little piece of foam that sticks up a little higher, and you'll have an easy time doing those sides. Okay, let's cut this down a little bit, just a little bit. So we'll have a little bit coming up and out. So did anybody go to Hobby Lobby today? I have to read the comments. And did your Hobby Lobby have anything? Because, man, it was crazy. In fact, the manager at Hobby Lobby ended up opening a line to ring me up because I had so much, it was like obnoxious. But she said when the doors opened, people were like crazy. Running, grabbing things were flying off the shelves, breaking, and people were in not good moods. So she says, hey, if you get on your page today and do a live, tell everybody, be kind to the workers at Hobby Lobby. They're working as hard as they can. You know, and they were working hard, moving things. You know how they start shifting the aisles and everything as they're selling out the Christmas. That's what they were doing today. So they were working really hard. So, and some people were crabby. I did notice that. So, anyway, anybody? Let's see. Tina filled a cart. Yay! My husband is still not talking to me. I'm going to get banned from you guys because they're going to say, you're not allowed to watch that crazy lady on that barn bloom thingy. Oh, Linda, it was a zoo and nothing left. That's a bummer. Sheila, this is a stemming machine. It is like the most favorite thing for a floral designer because it puts little metal picks on the end. Now, if you don't have a stemming machine, here's the machine. It's wonderful. You can buy wooden picks at Hobby Lobby. I believe Michael's has them too. They have a little copper wire that you can, like the bottom of the stem, you can put the little pick up and wrap the wire. It does the same thing. The same thing, but not as good. I mean, it'll get you by though, because these machines are like close to $300. Hobby Lobby does sell them though, and they sell the metal picks. The little metal picks come in a little box like this. So it's a great machine. I love it. I cannot live without it, let's say. I cannot. Okay, so I'm going to have this come out the side here. I like to have things draped down the front a little bit. See if I get these to bend a little bit. They're not bending very well. But, you know, we're just making some little draperies here. I know it looks funky right now. It'll look better in a minute. It will, I promise. That's the hard part about this kind of an arrangement. It takes a little bit for it to start coming around, but it will. Okay, let's put a little piece of this behind him, and one piece left. So see, it took not quite 2 stems of the green, so you don't need a ton to do this kind of a design. But if you have buckets, I mean, buckets, galvanized was the thing the last 5 years or so, right? But now it's kind of going to the wayside. But you can still find buckets everywhere. And what I like the idea, maybe you have a bucket and you don't want to galvanize, paint it. You can paint it that really yummy spring green or a white. They have copper paint. You can do a copper finish. Just awesome. So think about if you don't want galvanized, what else can you do, right? So that's my idea for it. I still love the metal containers to build in. I think they're fun. So, and I like rustic. I like all designs because my house is a kind of a mixture, but I still like adding a little bit of galvanized here and there, watering can, whatever. So, okay, next. So there's just a few greens, but do you see what I mean, that we're not going to go solid on this, it's not going to be a solid arrangement. We're just going to add little accents here and there. Okay, so now I'm going to add some of these little guys because they're so cute. But we do not need a lot of length, so I am going to cut them down a little bit. So let me just get a bunch ready for us to use. Okay. Yeah, when I got up this morning, before Frenchie was lucky enough to let me know about that sale, because I had tuned out Hobby Lobby. It's like I had things on my brain that I had to get done. One was I was going to completely get Christmas done today, but didn't happen, which is fine because I got some smoking deals. But I was like, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to go over to my little warehouse. I'm going to put Christmas away. I'm going to pull all the spring out. I'm going to do all the things. And isn't that the way it is, though? It just doesn't ever quite happen that way. But it's okay. It's a good thing. Because there were deals to be had in Reading anyway. Crazy. Okay, let's put a few of these in. I think it'd be cute to have one sticking up right next to him. So just some little accents here and there. So it looks like he's sitting in a little meadow. Super, super cute. Maybe one a little bit further back here that peeks out just barely. And then let's see about putting some out the front that maybe come down a little bit in the front. Because these bend pretty good. And maybe it's just shooting out by these little leaves. Just a little bit. And let's see. And when you push your pick into these, I'll just let you know, it will get stuck big time in the in that angel vine. It loves to get stuck in that. So we're just gonna put a few pieces out here and there around it. Make it look like it's a natural little environment, which I like to kind of mimic nature a bit in my designs. You know, we don't want everything looking too prepared. Well, things are falling off the table. Hold on. Stay. Okay, let's get this going. So all you need is just a few little picks of this, which is kind of nice. That one and that one didn't get in there. So let's put one, let's see. Nope, it's gotta be shorter. Some right down in front. So we just have them sporadically growing out of this little bucket. And I need to do one more down in the back here with all my little scraps. So when you have little scraps, do not get rid of them, you guys. There's always places that you can put little accents in. And this is one of them. But if you are a seller, whether it be Etsy or you do shows, let me set this down. Let's set that right there. If you do shows, whatever you do, this design, whether it's a bunny, whether it's a bird, any type of little character, or just a little sign you want to put in. Maybe at Easter you want to do a little sisal bunny with some little carrots or whatever. This is a good design. It doesn't take a lot of product, and it's pretty quick if you need to crank out some arrangements. So, just saying. Okay, I think I want it to look. I need one more right back in here that shows. Right like that, so. Come on. There we are. All right. Yep. So we see a little bit of this peeking out right here. So far that's what we got, but it's coming together, coming together. Okay. I want to add my white now. I want to go for the bright. We have one more piece of this if we need it at the end. So let me bring these over. There goes that. And my question is, do we add a little bow of this? It looks like a flocked chicken wire in white. Do you think we need it? Is it too big for the size of the bunny? I want you guys to vote. And it is Christmas, but this is one of the items that I love getting because we can use it. We can use it year-round because it is so neutral. So there's this. Let me know. What do you think? Should I try to throw a little bow in here or leave it out and just do all greens and flowers? Is it necessary to use glue to insert the material into the foam? Sheila, if you're not using a stemming machine, I would suggest you do use glue. Only because the stemming machine, the little metal picks it puts on, they have these little jagged edges that once you push it in, it cannot back out. Or it prevents it. It tries to prevent it from backing out. I mean, if you're moving the design a lot, yeah, anything can back out. But you don't have that. On the wooden picks, they're smooth. So I suggest just dipping in a little glue and put it in. So, I mean, sometimes if the arrangement isn't going to get handled a lot, it'll be fine. But if you're a seller at all, or if it's for a gift, I suggest using glue. You don't want it falling apart at all. Pam, Floral House Floral sells the steel pick professional machines for $229. Good deal, Pam. That's a really good deal. Hi, Wilhelmina. Good to see you. Yes, definitely a clean cut. Deborah, mine ran out of Christmas 2 weeks ago. Two weeks before Christmas. Wow, wow. I don't know if they over-ordered in Ready or what, but it was crazy. They still had garlands and everything today. Michael's has the pink love sign for $29.99. Really? I need to go check it out. But I know Michael's isn't on sale yet, but it should go 40%. So, and that was the hard thing with buying those signs because they are spendy. So it kind of drives the price of your arrangement up, but I think it's worth it. I think they're so pretty, right? Okay, so now we're going to take some of these little guys and we're going to have some of these draping out. So let's see where these are going to lie. And then, you guys, have you voted about my ribbon? I need to know what to do. Someone tell me. So let me see. Let's put one of these here. Just some little ranunculus. Look at how it's going to make it pop. It's just going to be so bright. What do you guys think? Sue says, try it. It might be too wide. That's what I'm wondering, if it's too wide. Maybe a one-loop bow with some tails. Hey, that's a good idea. It doesn't need to be... Jamie says yes. Elizabeth says try it. Frenchie says try it. Linda says yes. Jamie yes. Terry votes yes. Martha try it. And that's the thing. It might be, but I'm wondering if it's too wide. I can always fold it in half, right? Like a double little ribbon. So I was thinking if we do it, maybe right in here would be a good place for it. Because this has this coming. I don't want to cover this, but this gets really low here, and maybe that might be a good place. So maybe before I put too much more in this, let's make a little bow. Just a couple little loops. And we could even put these loops in individually. Okay, I want to show you what this does. Do you remember I talked on my other live that if you get this ribbon, be careful when you open it because it's going to explode. I want to show you guys what it does. The first time I opened a roll of this a few years ago, I was like, oh, okay. Now I see what that does. Okay, so move this out of the way, and it makes a little bit of a mess, so watch this. It's like under pressure. Let me hold it together if I get this wire out. Okay, you ready? Watch this ribbon. See? Look at the glitter. So that's what this does when you open it. So beware, you guys, beware. But it's a fun ribbon to use. So, okay. So I'm just thinking maybe just a few little tufts. I'm not going to make a whole bow. I'm going to make little loops like this. And then I'm going to pick them and put them in. So don't think you always have to make a whole bow, you guys. Just do what you need for your design. And sometimes it's better just to do the little loops. And if you can get a pick on them, if you can't, wrap it with wire and then put a wooden pick on it. But if you can do that, you can get it placed exactly where you need it. Let me see if I can even get a pick around this because it's a lot. I should be able to. It's pretty pliable. Yes, I think it's going to work. So here's the first loop. I'll clean the glitter later. But I think this is going to look cute, honestly. Oh my gosh. Look at one loop. What do you think? Are you thinking yay? Sheila, off topic. How did you get started in the business? You're so gifted and creative. Oh, thank you. I was born with it. I honestly think I was born with it. And how I got into it was kind of like boredom. I was on bed rest with my first son, who's turning 38, so it was 38 years ago. And I couldn't do anything. I had a really high-risk pregnancy, and they said, go to bed. Don't get up. Don't move. So I did one of those, okay, you guys remember, this is dating me, but remember the straw wreaths and then the paper ribbon? So you take the paper ribbon and unwrap it and then cut pieces and make loops just like that. And then you would actually use, this is funny, these little push pins that I used to put the angel vine in, and you would take that little loop and you'd push it into the straw wreath. That was the very first wreath I ever made. And I was hooked. I'm like, this is fun. I could do this. So, yes, that's how I got started. So, and I had another career, but this was always something I loved to do. So even though I had another career, I always did flowers on the side. And you know, it was kind of cool because it would finance vacations, or like when the kids were little, we wanted to buy a little tent trailer. So we did. I saved up. I did flowers on the side, sold them. I did some weddings, you know, all the things. And we would save up for goals that we couldn't reach with just our paychecks. So yeah, that's how I got started. Thanks for asking. Linda loves it. Louise says, yes, the ribbon. Ooh, yes. Pam says no ribbon. Tina says I love it. Deborah says, ooh, that's kind of cute. Yes. So most everyone likes it. So let's see. Let me add. Let's add one more little loop. Let's see. Stuff is so tough. One more tiny loop. It's like cutting chicken wire, because basically that's what it is. It's like little chicken wires. But I think it does add a little bit of whimsy to it. Another texture, and it'll, once we get all the white into, you'll go, wow, the white really makes a difference, all these little white flowers. All right, so here's another loop. You don't want to cover him up though, so let's come out the front a little bit. Nope, too big. I gotta cut this down a little bit. I don't want to cover him. So I'm gonna cut it down and probably put it right next to the other one, because I don't want to cover up our bunny. So let's make it a little bit shorter. The loops don't have to be identical. Go from there. I also caution, if you're working with this, it's wire. It's very stiff wire. You may want to use gloves. I've stabbed myself with this so many times before. It's like, end up punctured by the time you're done. Oh, I didn't get that one in, but that's okay. So if one falls out, just pick them separately. You can do that too. If one side of it. So now we have two little loops, but that's good because we can get them right where we want. So we pull this up. And we're going to put this right there. And you've really got to get it on in there. But I think it's kind of cute. Maybe we'll do one little tail. What do you guys think? So let's get, before we all decide, yay or rip them out because we don't like them, let's go ahead. Yes, and Sheila, the ribbon is Christmas from Hobby Lobby. So if your Hobby Lobby has any Christmas left over, see if they have that. It was amazing. So let's get the other white in, and then we'll see. Do we need a tail? What do we need, right? So there's a little sticker on those. So let's get some more of this. So much fun. These are just fun designs to do. My favorite. Well, everything's my favorite, right? I know I say that a lot, but this is definitely one of my favorites. The whimsical little designs are so much fun. So let's have, I'm going to bend this and have it come out the front a little bit. So we're just adding a few here and there. We're not making this solidly packed. And maybe we put just a few of the tiny ones in. You don't always have to have a clump with a big one and the little buds, so let's put some tinies in. And I'm going to make that shorter. Let's recess these down towards his feet. So it looks like they're growing wild. So you have different, can you see that? You have different depths of the flowers. Makes it more interesting. Okay, let's put one right here next to him. So from the side, it still looks cute. It's got to look cute from all angles, in my opinion. And let's have one coming out the front here. So a little bit coming out the side there. let's put a single right in front of him. So we just want to make it look like he is sitting in like a little grove of these ranunculus. So cute. And then let's have one coming out the front. Right through that angel line. And hanging down. Here's some of the trash. Okay, so I need to work a little bit on the back, but what do you think? It's coming together little by little. And we still have a few more elements we might add, but I want a couple of these in the back, just so the back doesn't look completely green. I need a little white back here. So let's put a couple of these. So just a few in the back to bring it around. Okay? What are we thinking so far? Are we still liking the ribbon? Deborah, thank you. The bucket, Sheila, I don't remember. Honestly, I'll measure it though. I'll measure it for you. I don't remember if it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It's been a few years though. I'll see things and I'll buy 3 or 4 of them and I'll throw them in my warehouse just so I have them for futures. So this is in my spring stash, so I grabbed it out today. Oh, thanks Frenchie. Thanks Sheila. Thanks Tracy. Looks like a little hammock. Oh, that's funny. Luis loves the ribbon. Elizabeth says yes. So let's see. Let's add. I don't know if we're going to need a tail. I mean, I could have a tail swish out. We'll see. Let's finish up the little flowers. What about a couple of these little pom-poms? Should we add, not the grasses, just the green? Should we add a couple of those in? Or do you think the size and the shape will compete with the ranunculus too much? What do you guys think? So vote now. Yes on the lime green pom-poms or no on the lime green pom-poms. So tell me what you think. Do I put them in? Do I not? Time to vote. Martha likes the ribbon. Jamie says yes, it's beautiful. Elizabeth, was that yes on the green pom-pom? Pam loves the green pom-poms. Sheila says yes, add the pom-poms. I like that. Anybody else? Who else? Deborah, what do you think? Pom-poms? Should we do it? Should we do it? Mary says yes on the pom-pom. Hi Mary, thanks for joining us. Tracy, are you still around? What do you think? Pom-poms? Deborah says yes. Tracy? Linda, what do you think? Tina? Oh, Tina, did they have this at yours? Because I love this. Ours is out. I was so bummed. Yeah, we can try one. Shall I try one to see? What do you guys think? Yeah, try it? All right, let's go for it. Let's try it. Let's cut these down. I don't so much like the grass, but I don't know. Maybe I should leave some on and try it with the wispy grass. It might give another texture in it, right? Let's try it. What the heck? So, and we can always go back and take this part out if we don't like it, or take the whole thing out if we don't like it. But let's nestle one in here and see what we think. Okay, there's one right here, right by those. What do you think of that color? Do you like it? Yeah, Terry, I was thinking that too. I thought, well, maybe the grass will give it another wispy texture that might look kind of cool. Sue likes the pom-poms. Oh, it does look like a bunny tail. That's a good observation. I like that. Let's put a couple more in, because sometimes it's hard to tell with just one, right? We're only going to put a couple in. So let's cut this apart. This was Michael's last spring. They usually have these every year. So they're pretty good. They're not that expensive, but they're that perfect lime green that you need in the spring. You know what I mean? It's like, I like it. Okay, let's put a couple more. Maybe one over here by the ribbon. Now it really looks like a bunny tail over there. That's cute. And maybe one right in between all these. That might, you know what, I think I like this, but it needs to be a little longer. So let's cut this one. And not that grass. Some of the grass is too high for, oops, right in front. So let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. What do you think? Do you like it with the grasses too? What do you guys think? Maybe I'll put one back here just for some added interest to the back. What a mess I have on this table. What do you think? One by the ribbon to balance the look. Yes, Tina, I do too. I do like that added little depth of color. And the different greens and everything just kind of meshes, because this is really a muted, almost like an olive green. So when you get them together, it's just like, wow. Okay, let's see. And maybe we do need one more. I think Martha's right. One more by that ribbon. So where's that other one I had? Oh, there's more right here. Pulling out of my stash. So we just need to cut a piece off. Like that. But yeah, I think one by that ribbon would look cute. Let's make it a little shorter. Right above those ranunculus that are draping a little bit. Martha, you were right. Look at how that kind of just completes it, right? So the next element I have, yes, there's more. A little bit, has a little bit of baby's breath. Shall we put a little bit of that in? Just a teeny bit. You don't want to go overboard on baby's breath, but sometimes just little touches of it will give it just a little bit of accent. And it brings more dimension to it. So let's try a little bit of this. Do you guys think so? Or do you think we're done and we should leave it alone? So vote. Baby's breath? Yes or no? What do you think? Thanks, Sue. Tracy says, absolutely looks so spring. Yeah, I like that. Deborah, I like what it added to the piece. It did. I mean, the green is just, it was perfect. Elizabeth says just a touch. Oh, thanks, Sheila. Yeah, I'm a stickler for color, that's for sure. Debbie says yes. Deborah says yes. Pam, are you still there? Yes? What do you think, Pam? Tina says yes. Pam, a little bit of baby's breath? Pam, did you leave me? Are you watching the game again? Frenchie says yes. Come on. Flowers are more important than a game. Martha says yes. Pam, looks great. Maybe a few pieces. Okay, there she is. Mary, always love a little baby's breath. Looks very nice. Wilhelmine, definitely baby's breath. Sheila says yes. Awesome. Jamie, yes. Okay, let's have a few. And we're talking just a little touch. Okay, guys? All right, so let's break this down. Because I never like baby's breath to be too heavy. If you put too much, it ruins it. I hate to say that, but it does. You don't want to go nuts. So let's see. I'm going to just add it, and then I'll probably glue it. I don't want to pick it because I think it's going to get too heavy if I pick it. But I'm just trying to think of where I want a couple little pieces of this to accent. I think will look cute. Look at just one little piece. How cute, you guys. So much fun. Love it. So let's cut this down a little bit. Maybe in between. There's method in my madness. I left little gaps here and there between these little accents so we could put a few little pieces here and there. See, like that. See how it just kind of, I don't know, it's just a little accent that it needs. It makes it look a little bit more natural, like it's growing, right? So don't neglect, when you're shopping for your spring stems, you guys, look for little touches of baby's breath. All right, let's put a little piece of this up in front. Just to have it spilling out here and there. It is a good look. Maybe a little piece up by him. If I can get it right, let me get two together. Let's see what I got here. This might be a little much, but let's see. That's kind of cute. See what the little bundle up in here? It's just kind of making it come to life. Just a little bit. All right. So then I want a little piece back here. I know we're going to want this, so I'm going to put this in. But do you guys, are you noticing how the tea tree, or not the tea tree, I keep wanting to call it tea tree. That's another item. But how this just goes away now, you just see little ribbons of it coming in and out of their arrangement. So you start with it all front and forward everywhere. But in the end, there's just little tufts of it here and there. It just adds so much interest to your arrangements. I will look, I'm going to find a supplier for it for you guys. If you do this in your spring arrangements, it takes it to another level. It just, nobody uses it. And I'm like, why don't people use more of that? It is so awesome, and Angel Vine. I love it. So, let's see what I can find. Because what I'm hoping is I can find the supplier I bought it from and then put it in my Etsy. So, alright, let's see where else we need some. I don't want too much more of this. Let's see, no, that's too much. I think I'm going to go around to the side. Because like I said, we want little tiny touches. But I think over here we could use a little piece. And let's see, another one over here. You need a little bit in the back. Because whatever you do in the front, you need to do in the back. The only thing I did not do in the back was the lime green little pom-poms, little button flowers, because I don't think we really need them in the back, but everything else we will. There's one to the side and to the back, but not a lot. Okay, one more little piece and we'll be good. All right, so I have a little bit going on in the back. Just to accent, you bring it around the front. What do you guys think of that? Quick, right? Is that not a quick arrangement? Very quick, but so springy. Elizabeth, what did you say the base is? Are you talking the container? The container is like a tin or a zinc little oval container. Oh, the vine. The vine is called Angel Vine. Angel Vine. And they make Angel Vine wreaths. You know what's made out of Angel Vine, you guys? Do you know all those, I say cheap wreaths. The cheap wreaths, they do it like Joann's. The backing of them is that brown branchy stuff. That is actually Angel Vine. Believe it or not, most of them are made out of Angel Vine. This one, though, is made into garland-like type a roll. I don't know, it comes in a bag, but then this one has the little flocked lime green on it, which is really cool. Well, I mean, right? I am so ready for spring. That's why I had to do this today. I was like, I don't even want to do Valentine's Day. I want to do something spring. So, oh, thank you, Sue. Thanks, Martha. Thanks, Deborah. You're welcome. Thank you, Tina. So, you guys, now that we got that done, I need to post tonight, even though this is a wreck up here. Let me dust this off while I talk to you. We talked on my other live, the last live I did. I took yesterday off because we had to make a run to storage, and luckily I got this, which is good. And we had to get some of our Christmas down. We didn't get it all down, but we had a break in the rain. And it's like on and off again here. And tomorrow is going to pour. But when I made that little Highland cow, I told you guys, because we reached 14,000 followers, I'm giving a gift to 2 of you. One is, I'm going to replay it or tell you about it again here. One is this blessed box, because I feel so blessed that you guys are here. You helped me reach 14,000 followers, and I get to share what I love. So I am blessed. So I'm going to give this away, and I'm also going to give one person a 2-month membership in my creative coaching that's coming up. And we'll be launching soon. I've told everybody information's coming. We're still working. I don't have a date yet, but it is coming soon, and more than likely in January. So, you guys, if you did not see the video, I'll link it at the top of this video when I'm off. I'll link it so you can go right to it if you missed it. But if you missed the live, you have to go back and watch that live. And this is the thing. You have to listen, because I give you 2 words during that live and instructions. And you'll see what it is when you watch it. And you have to follow the instructions. And you have to like that post and share. And there's I think a few people that shared it that I can't see that you shared it. So share it, and hopefully it's visible. So those are the kind of rules to get in the drawing for those 2 prizes, or those giveaways. Oh wait, I can't say that. Gifts. They're gifts. So I'm going to post it tonight. I'll post a picture of this and give the instructions, and I will give a link to that video, because everything is in that video. You have to watch that live. So make sure you're commenting, liking it, and sharing it, and following the instructions. And I think we're going to give it, today is Thursday, Saturday morning, I will have all of the names that followed all the instructions, and I'll do the drawing. I'll do a live on Saturday. So, and we'll tell you who's won. So, oh, Pam, thank you. Oh, and it's my pleasure. And no, I don't work at Chick-fil-A. But this is like so much fun for me, you guys. Frenchie, isn't it such a sweet box? So I have 2 of these. I actually listed them both in my Etsy, so they are available. But one is going to be deleted. So there is one available. I got to delete that. Don't you guys go and buy both of them, because I need one to give away. I don't have any more of these boxes. This is the end of them. So, but anyway. Tina, thank you. I know, 14,000. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I started about 5 years ago. So, actually 4.5, I don't know, somewhere in there. So, yeah, it's taken me that long. But I've been pretty, I've been pretty strict about trying to do everything organically and not running a lot of ads. This last year, 2024, I ran one little ad for one workshop here in Reading. I didn't even push it out, nationally. But I thought, let's do the year and let's see how many I can get in a year just being consistent. And it's working. I think in the last couple months I got over 1,000. So that was good. And thank you. If you're new to my page, thank you guys. Thank you so much. So thanks, Kathy. So that's what we're doing. So if you have not watched it yet, go back and watch it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the Highland Cow, because I haven't even posted a picture of that. It was New Year's Eve is when I did it, and it was Bob's birthday and all the things. So, also, I watched that movie Homestead at the theaters. Has anybody seen that? It's a really good, it's like a apocalypse kind of thing, A nuclear bomb goes off in LA, and I thought, doesn't sound very fun. But it's different. It's not what you think it is. It was pretty good. It kind of has like a Christian twist to it. So it's by the Angel Network. Anyway, pretty good. Pretty good if you guys haven't seen it. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I can't see that. My eyes, I can't see that far. Oh, Mary, you are so welcome. So welcome. Thank you, Sheila. So anyway, you guys, I'll be on tomorrow. In between, I'll look a mess like I do today because I am working. It's like we gotta get some stuff done. I want to share with you some of the stuff I did get at Hobby Lobby in case your hobby has anything left, some things to look for. But this will get listed tomorrow. So this is going in my Etsy. Great table arrangement, I'm telling you guys. This would look cute on a kitchen table, entryway, anywhere on your porch as long as it's under cover. But wouldn't this be cute on a little table on the porch or something? But so many cute ideas for this for Easter. So this will be listed. I'm going to pull one of the Blessed Box back out of the Etsy so it doesn't sell, so we can give it away Saturday and I'll mail it to one of you as a gift. So thanks you guys so much. Like this post, you guys. I'm Kathy with Big Barn Blooms. I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. So I hope this was fun for you guys today. I've got more to share, a lot more coming up. Oh my goodness, so much. And make it a great night. Like and share this post if you can. That's what's helping Meta push me out because, man, they're tough. They're tough. I mean, even yesterday I take one day off and I get afraid. I'm like, are they going to push me back down and not share anymore? You know, not push me out there. So, oh, Sue, thank you. Thank you so much. And all this is my pleasure. And no, I don't work at Chick-fil-A. But anyway, you're welcome, Tracy. You're welcome, Tina. All right, guys. So make it a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll probably be in the afternoon late like now, because in the morning, I'm better just getting up and getting working. And, of course, today was Hobby Lobby Day, so what can I say? I'm sorry. You're welcome, Wilhelmina. You're welcome, Sheila. So, okay, guys, I got to go. So make it a great one. And I think tomorrow we're going to do a spring wreath. So I haven't done a wreath in a while, so it's about time, right? All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye now. Thank you, Elizabeth. You're welcome.